A brand new facility built on 3 levels and provided with archives, galleries, a cafe and a restaurant. This is how the new home of the Museum of Military Medicine will look like. The entirely new block will be located on the junction between Lloyd George Avenue and Hemingway Road, in a site opposite the Cardiff Base Station, which is strongly connected to the British military medical history.
The railway station did give us that opportunity to have a direct link with the movement of casualties. Don't get me wrong, or there would have been patients in, because that would have been if we'd have come in by sea, and we would have done from Europe, we could have transferred our patients from the sea to the railway station for redistribution within Cardiff itself.
The estimated cost of the new museum will be around £10 million. However, the original project was based on the renovation of the Cardiff Bay railway station, but the plan did not succeed.
Although the City Council were very keen to work with us on the old Bute Street train station, what happened was that it's in private ownership, and it so happened that the owner decided to sell to a private developer instead. Well, we've been very lucky so far in that we've received a grant, what's called the LIBOR Fund, from the Treasury. That's from the UK government. We've also had support from Cardiff City Council, and what we're now looking at doing is applying to the Heritage Lottery Fund and to other funding bodies as well.
The aim of the trust is to give the museum more visibility, as the actual location in Kiev Barracks, where the museum was established in the 1950s, is very difficult to reach. The new facility, designed by Scott Brownrigg Architects, will stand next to one of the major routes in Cardiff, close to the Senate and the Wales Millennium Centre.
They have so many school children that visit, as well as researchers. They want it to be a much more open and welcome facility. Our concept is really that it evokes the image of Cardiff's industrial past. So it has what we call an industrial sawtooth roof, which allows a penetration of daylight into the top galleries. So it's a Core 10 box, which is rusty steel effectively.
The new building not only will it house the artifacts and the medical equipment of the military corps, but it will also be provided with an archive open to researchers and students.
Well, the Museum of Military Medicine for years really its main focus is the 4 corps of the Army Medical Services. That's the Royal Army Medical Corps, the Queen Alexandra Royal Army Nursing Corps, the Royal Army Veterinary Corps and the Royal Army Dentist Corps. And between them, they tell the story, or the museum here tells the story of military medicine. What we want to be able to do is to take it outside of the wire and also tell the story of the impact of military medicine that's had on the civilian practice as well, because it's not just soldiers who have benefited from military medicine, but the advances, the scientific advances and the developments in medicinal practice, these are fed out into the wider civilian world to the benefit of everybody's healthcare.
The new museum will increase the tourism offer of the city and will also help the development process of the Cardiff Bay area.
This will be the first national UK museum to come into Wales, and certainly to come to Cardiff. There are many national museums, but of course they're all museums of Wales. So that's important, because Cardiff sees itself as a capital city in Europe, on the world stage. It's got connections all over the world. So having a national museum in its boundaries, which is interconnecting with similar organisations around the world and representing the UK for Wales, is a huge step forward. That in conjunction with the Bay, because the development of the Bay, as it's known now, started in the 1980s. The barrage was completed in 2000, and we've created an environment for development.
The construction work will begin in spring 2018 and it will continue until summer 2020, so the visitor of the museum in Aldershot will soon have the possibility to visit a newer and better facility in Cardiff.